I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. Welcome to Michelle Hope Walker Ministries, and I am Evangelist Michelle Hope Walker. Okay, we're going to dive right in. Today we are discussing dealing with challenging people. Dealing with challenging people. So that's these people that no matter what you do, no matter how kind you are, no matter how good you are, no matter how many talks you have with, they just still tend to find some type of odd against you or challenge with you. And you're like, what did I do? And you didn't do anything. One of my favorite sermons of T.D. Jakes that I like to watch is where he's talking about let them go. Now he talks about people walk away from you. Don't go chasing them. Let them go. Now I know sometimes with family, this might be a little bit more challenging because you try to show the love and different things like that. And even though they keep giving you a challenge, you keep trying to show the love. But even in that, we have to guard our heart. A lot of with dealing with people, you have to have heart to deal with challenging people. That's what I learned a lot in my study. You're going to need to have heart. So when I talk about heart, that talks about guarding your heart. So stuff like that, scriptures that talk about guarding your heart, talking about keep a clean heart, be pure at heart. That means regardless of what this person is doing to you, you continue to strive to stay prayed up, where you don't have an ought against them, even if you need to distance yourself from them, because that doesn't mean you're supposed to be a floor mat. See, some people get it mixed up. They think, some Christians are supposed to say any and everything people do me. No, that is not true. The example that came to my mind is if you went and stood purposely out in the middle of the street, that cars are coming down, that this is dangerous to go and stand in the middle of the street where there are lots of cars coming down the street. It could be dangerous. Now, you could be in the middle of the street talking about, I'm just going to pray that God don't let any of these cars hit me. That's for those of our people that it's like, I just pray, and I don't do anything. Don't get me wrong. God does have a part at times that he will say, be still and know that I am God. But then you're still going to do what God has called and told you to do. So if you're standing in the middle of the street, as even God gives us, I wouldn't say common sense. I'm sure he does give us common sense. But he gives us wisdom. That if you go and stand in the middle of the street where there are lots, and we're having to my voice, where there are lots and lots of cars that are coming down the street and come on, I'm just going to pray that the cars don't hit me and I'm going to be okay. Okay. So now even when you die and you go to heaven, because you're standing in the middle of the street where lots of cars are coming down, you put yourself in danger. Even God is like, why are you standing in the middle? I didn't tell you to do that. So you get to heaven, you're like, well, God, why did you let me die? I was praying. And God's going to be like, yes, but I didn't tell you to get in the middle of the street. I didn't tell you to put yourself in the way of danger and where you could get hit. So we have to watch that even as we're dealing with challenging people and call ourselves trying to please them, to get them to be our friend. Oh, that's another thing. Let me step back. Stop all this trying to, if I just do this, maybe they like me. If I just do this, maybe they'll understand me. If I just do, no, and no. Now I'm going to pull off my Joel Osteen. And now just as smiley and happy as Joel Osteen, Pastor Joel starts talking about it, okay? And so, even when Joel Osteen about, stop it. Trying to do all this stuff to get people to like you. If they don't like you, they just don't like you. Leave them alone. You turning tricks and flips, trying to get people to like you and trying to get them to understand, that, you like them because they keep acting like you. Some people just like to be drama. And some people just like to see you upset. So whatever they can do to try to upset you, they will try to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll find, so you're doing other stuff to make them happy. And then you'll find out these people happiest moments is when they have you upset. They're just as happy and smiling as soon as they upset, or sometimes if they see you going through some type of hurt or pain, or you sick or something, oh, they just as happy as can be. That is one of the times they will actually call you. Because a lot of times it's jealousy too. A lot of times it's jealousy for why these people are mistreating you and doing all this stuff to you. Like, it could be family, friends, whatever. They're doing all this stuff to you, that they're jealous of something in relation to you. And I know sometimes you be looking like, well, they're cute, they're this and that. Because a lot of times we go right to jealousy. We think about the appearance of a person. But it could be all kinds of stuff you got going on that they wish they had going on in their life, or that you have that they just, and some people, they just don't want to see you happy. That's just how evil. You got to remember, we're living in the evil days. There are evil people out there. There is a such thing called the devil. And there are demonic spirits out there. I was watching T.D. Jakes, and I love when he does this. He talks about, I rebuke every witch, hex, demonic spirit. He just started naming every evil spirit, And it's so real and true, because we have to believe, right? And remember that there are evil people out there. In the Bible, it talks about people that wake up just to do harm to people, to good people. Some of those good people, I know for some of y'all, there's good people that don't do nobody. I don't know why they are. Stop it. Stop. And stop looking for a reason. Because some people, they talk about it over and over and say, well, I don't know why. Stop. There may not be one reason why. It's just the evil spirit in them that wants to continue to go after you. That's another thing. If you go back and listen to my sermon where I talked about demonic spirits and wicked spirits, there are wicked and evil spirits out there. So you don't have to have done nothing wrong to people. And that's why you have to watch how you deal with challenging people. You're not a floor mat. You don't let these people walk on them. And you keep your heart pure. You pray for them. You at least make sure in your heart you have nothing against them. But you may have to separate yourself from them. When they come with that drama, you may just have to not even talk to them. Not pick up that phone. Or, the video, whatever. No. Because I know you on drama. I'm not about to go there. You don't have to keep explaining stuff to these people, because they will. They got a challenge going on with themselves, and they got stuff going on, and they will keep you going round and round. By the time you go round and round with them, you drained. You didn't accomplish anything, because they're still blaming you for something. Or they still say, even when you tell them, I didn't do that, I didn't say that, I don't know where you're getting this from. You drained, and you still got nothing accomplished. They don't feel no more better about you than they did when they called you to start the drama. So you have to, just guard in your heart and your mind. You have to watch who you allow to be around you. You have to watch who you communicate with. I never forget, when I lived in Atlanta and I was working for this youth center, I taught GED classes there. And then I also, you all know, I've always been to the arts and music and stuff. So I taught dance class, and I had my STARS project. I always had Hope Records. So whatever organization I hook up with, then those are, I have my Hope Records, but they become my STARS. So Boys and Girls Club, BGC All Stars. That's the company is mine, but if I'm working with Boys and Girls Clubs, then I call them the BGC All Stars. This organization was Operation Peace. So those were my Operation Peace stars. Whatever name of organization I included in my stars, my Hope Records organization that keeps kids in school away from drugs and alcohol, and helps to unite the community and connects kids with celebrities and different things like that, and about keeping them in school and stuff like that, and also deterring teen pregnancy. So I've had that for years, my organization Hope Records. But anyway, so my stars. So I had that going on. But I never forget, one of the girls that worked there, all of us were in college. This was like, because actually too, this was like a AmeriCorps. I don't know if you've ever done AmeriCorps, college student. So I don't know if you have to be in college to do AmeriCorps, so that you can look it up, AmeriCorps. AMERICORPS. You can look it up, AmeriCorps. Where you serve in the community and you're doing different things in the community. Anyway, so one of the other students that was there that I was working with, one time she came back from somewhere, she's like, oh my God, I feel so drained. She discussed how she was around someone, and all the person did was talk about negative stuff, and they just drained them. All they pretty much did was listen, but just listening to the stuff drained them. So you have to watch who you're communicating with. You have to, but don't get me wrong. Now, with friends and family and different folks like that, and sometimes strangers, you feel like, need an ear, someone to listen to them. You can give a little bit of time to it, But after a while, when, it's hours and gone by, you feel yourself getting fatigued listening to, you're like, and you've been trying to help them, you tell them stuff, they ain't listen to a word you're saying. I know sometimes you're not saying anything because sometimes you just want to be that ear for them. Sometimes people just need someone to listen to them and actually figure out their own problem or challenge, they're having within themselves. They need someone to listen to them. So you can do that. But then after a while, when you find it's draining you, you didn't listen for an hour. Sometimes I think I have nerve pain, so I can't deal it. It stresses me out, that I can't deal with too much of listening to other people's challenges. For too long, no cops repeating this, giving maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and then I've gotten a headache, and now I'm, then it worked my nerve, and so now I gotta, okay, well, boo, let me tell you, I'm praying for you, and if there's something you can do to help them, you try to help them, but, so you have to watch it. You have to guard your mind, your heart. You gotta watch who you communicate with, but especially these mean people, especially these people that just keep giving you challenges, always got something to say about you, always behind your back talking about you. And then also when you also got to watch, because sometimes, these people, they act one way when they're around one person, then they act one way when they're by themselves, So when it's just you and them, they be all so kind and nice. But then when they get around certain other people, they act all funny, and act like they want this, you have to watch it, because I'm telling you one reason why they act funny, because they have been talking negatively about you to this person. So now they're around this person that they always talk bad about you too. They don't want to show you too much love or be too nice to you, because they're always behind your back with this person talking negative about you. And then also, I find it sometimes too that when you get, and sometimes it's going to be with family and with the friends stuff, that people you don't even know, that's their friends or whatever, will be looking at you funny or treating you different. And you're like, I don't even know this person. What is up with? Well, let me tell you. Because your family member or your friend have been telling them your business. So this person thinks they know you. They don't know you. Because all they know is the version that this person, which has told them negative stuff about you. Because unfortunately, a lot of times, they didn't tell you to tell the person the good about you. They told them negative stuff, maybe stuff that's lies and ain't even true. Somebody tell you, they did this to me, and they did that to me. But they never tell the person what they had done to that person, mean for why that person had to say this to them or do that to them. People are something else. But we love them. We love them. We love people. So here's the thing, too. You got to stay walking in love. And again, I'm speaking from the spiritual aspect. We got to walk in love. So we got to love these people, okay? You want to keep your heart pure and clean. Got some scriptures here where we talked about, where it talks about, we got to keep our heart clean. Proverbs 51:10. That's in the Bible. Psalms 51:10. God, give us a clean heart. So we want to have us a clean heart. The pure heart. That's Matthew 5:8. Give us a clean heart, a pure heart. Meaning, a pure heart, meaning we don't want to have evil or anything in our heart. And, a lot of on how you dealing with people that are challenges is you really have to watch your heart. A lot of it's coming out your heart. Have you ever known sometimes a person hasn't said anything mean to you, but you can feel a negative spirit, or sometimes the way they treat you lets you know how they think about you or if they value you or not. So they ain't even got to tell you how they feel about you. You're just looking at how they treat you. And then especially if you're looking at how they treat you and how they looking at somebody, how they treating somebody else. They spending time with certain other people. They doing certain nice things to other people. They just throw you. When you talk to them, they always got to go, oh, somebody's calling me. Oh, my phone running out of time. But now when they need you, the phone is charged up and everything is good. You got to watch that too. People only calling you and then wanting to detract from you, subtract from you, your energy and time when they need you. But then when everything's going good in their life, they can't find the phone for some reason. to call you. And so you got to remind people, don't just call me when you're going through challenges. Call me when you're happy and the joy. I like to share the joy too, so I can laugh and be happy with you. Don't just drain me of all my energy when you going through. And again, we love these people, so we don't mind being there for them. And, I love to be there for people. That's a part of who I am. It's part of my ministry. You know what I'm saying? But you have to watch people using you. And sometimes you just have to tell them, look, I thank God, I don't know if it's with age or God just will give me more of this boldness. So I would just tell people, look, don't do that. I don't like when you do that. And when you're saying, you're talking about something that they're doing to you. Again, I always say, well, you can be who you want to be. But when you're doing something bad and mean to me, and I feel led to address you about it, don't go run and get an attitude like, I've done something to hurt you. I ain't done nothing to hurt you. You don't want to hurt me. You don't want to mistreat me, and I'm trying to let you know, no, I don't like when you say this or do that. Don't do that. And again, that's out of the love and care to help our relationship. Because no one should keep doing something mean and negative to you that you don't like, and you have to speak up. So you can't just run and hide. Some people just like to run and hide from people. Every time the person comes near, they go run and hide from them. You ain't got to do all that. Sometimes you can just tell them, nope, not dealing with you, because every time I deal with you, you end up having a little attitude. Then later, you get what you want and need from me, then I don't hear from you again. That's mean and that's wrong. No. I am just learning, and I'm telling you, it's so free. Oh my God, in the name of Jesus, thank you. It's so free. And it's not mean. It is guarding your heart, your mind, your life in the name of Jesus. But you don't have nothing, and again, this is where it is. You don't have nothing against the person. You have a clean heart. You're pure with it, but you just let them know, like you're a deal with your boo. You can say it like that. But I'm not, you can name the exact thing that they're doing that, Now, here's the thing. You don't have to repeat yourself. You don't have to repeat yourself. The devil is a lie. Because some of these people, do you know some people get a joy out of picking with you? Sometimes family members of different groups of people or friends, they know what push your button. They all get together and push it and then go laugh and talk about, yeah, I said this, it made her upset, it made him mad. So that's also why you can't fall into that trick when you let them know, look, don't do that. I don't like that. When you call me correct, be respectful. You can't, feel like, oh, I done them wrong because I said, these people know what they're doing. Especially after, like I said, you can tell them a couple of times, look, I don't like you, but if they keep doing the same thing you've had this discussion with them about to not do to you, again, we're talking about stuff they would do to you. Not they don't like, they can, at least to me, I'm like, you can leave on, I'm talking about stuff you've done to me that's not right. And so for you, that would be stuff that they've done to you that's not right. You've addressed them on it. Look, I don't like when you do it, don't do that, don't try to embarrass me in front of people, don't try to, pick fun of me in front of people, or, don't verbally abuse me. You going through something, so all of a sudden you just start calling and verbally abusing me or texting abusing me, and I ain't done nothing to you. I'm sitting there like, what are you talking about? These people know what they're doing. So once you have told them that, you ain't got to keep repeating yourself. When they come with that drama again, you just don't even entertain it. Well, I called you, why didn't you pick up the phone? Well, because I figured you might be on that drama, and I didn't feel like dealing with that. I told you I'm not going to deal with that drama. Or go on and pick up the phone. Because maybe that's the one time they not on drama. But then as soon as they start getting on the drama, and when I say drama, sometimes people just will, just start, well, they said this about you. They just, just start trying to push your buttons. Or just say, all of us know what our buttons are, and then, people around sometimes know buttons, and so they try to push them, and then we know what they're doing. And, so when you're on the phone, they start doing that, man. So maybe it's face-to-face again. It's still COVID time, so I know some of y'all are doing the face-to-face. I'm doing a lot of face-to-face, but I'm trying to stay as much distance as possible, But and once in a while, I get happy seeing family. My son was just there, I got so happy seeing, but I had to be okay out. Love is love from distance. But anyway, when people say, and you just have to, look, I love you. I like talking. This is more so with family, maybe close friends, people close to you. I love you, but I don't want to talk about that. That's not something, I want to talk about. I'm not trying to entertain that right now. And then, either you all would choose to talk about something else, or, you close out the conversation. Now, sometimes these people get mad at you for it, but it's like, oh well, because I'm not going to be your punching bag. I'm not going to be the one, and that's what you have to feel and know. You have to know you're not going to be the one that they just feel like they can do all this negative stuff to, and you never say nothing. And guess what? If you don't never say nothing, they are going to keep doing the same stuff to you. And you can't go run, hide, duck, and dodge, but you're grown. You're grown. Even if you were a kid, you come to the point where you got to duck and dodge. You got to let them look. I don't like when you do that to me. And that's why sometimes I don't like coming around when you're around, because I don't like when you do that to me. Now, we can talk and work it out, or and this sometimes is after you've asked them over and over, don't do that. Or you've asked them to not do something, and they got an attitude about it. They know they're wrong. They know they're already done wrong. How you going to get an attitude about doing something? And that's when you got to kick in the name of Jesus. But here's the key point. We got to stay in love, though. Stay in love. So even when they come with the drama, even when, they start accusing you of stuff or just trying to say stuff to you and you're like, what? And, you don't even know what's going on. You don't even know who done lied to them and who done, got them all pumped up to, because you also have people that just get other people pumped up to try to come at you. They can't get you to, they'll go lie on you to other people and try to get them to come to you and try to pump you. You can shut them down too. No, quick, not get ready. Not doing that either. Who you seeing the way? Not doing that. And you love them. And that's where you want to have that pure heart still. Where you love them, you pray for them. You still call and check on them. When they start that drama, you're like, look, you're going there. I'm not going to, or either you can just look, I'm here you go. However you want to do it. Now again, the kind, loving people, sometimes when they experience it, you have a little bit more patience with them because they're not trying to attack you personally. They're just really going through some stuff. So I'm talking more about these people that are constantly trying to attack you. They're constantly talking about you behind your back negatively. They're constantly doing, but yet, when they need help on something, they find you. They're able to find you then, and they want to talk on the phone then. The phone's not about to die. That type stuff. But even through it all, you stay loving. But don't you allow people to continue to outright mistreat you or just walk all over you. You have to guard your heart. You have to say something. You have to say something. This is that verse I seen where, here it goes. Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart. Because everything is coming out of the heart. And that's so real. And that's why we got to keep our heart pure. We can't have nothing against anyone in our heart. And actually, that's what kills people a lot of times. Heart attacks on us, they stressing. They stressing sometimes because they letting people walk all over them and they scared to say something to them. Well, they might not then like me anymore. Well, honey, if you're going to be healthy, let them not like you then. Because you got to stay healthy. You building all this stuff up in your heart because you scared to open your mouth. And you ain't got to open your mouth and cuss nobody out. And you ain't got to, say anything mean. But you have to protect your life, protect who you are, protect your mind, and not let people constantly bring all this drama and this stuff to you. Some people bring stuff to you because you let them. When you don't let them, they know not to even come your way. I'm not going to say that always works, but, you can just keep telling them, look, not dealing with that. No. And then sometimes I even think about family members, and sometimes you hear about parents and family members that, have people that are on drugs and the type of drugs that get them to steal stuff or whatever, and they're like, I can't let them in the house. If I let him or her in the house, we won't have nothing in there. I'm sure that breaks their heart. I mean, it breaks our heart when we have to watch on how we deal with family and friends, because no matter how good and loving and kind we are to them, they continue to purposely, on purpose, hurt us. On purpose. But you have to do what you got to do. The family members, the friends that have friends or family members that are on drugs, that are addicted to certain drugs that make them steal stuff, they can't let the person in their house because they're like, you letting them in, they're stealing everything. You'll come home to an empty house. It would have sold all your stuff. So they know, don't let the person, why set yourself? So it goes back to, I say, why stand in the middle of the street in front of, in the street where cars are running down? Tell me, well, I'm just going to pray that the car don't hit me. And you'll be in heaven with God, and God will be like, well, God, I didn't tell you to stand in the street. So God is not telling you to be a floor mat for people. Yes, we love people, and we continue to be kind and loving to them. But when they start constantly doing negative stuff to us and mistreating us, we have to, sometimes put up limits of times we spend with them, even put up barriers, even not see them for a while, put some distance between there. Now, yes, we start with having to talk. Look, I don't like when you do this to me. But after you've done that talk a couple times and they still keep coming at you. And then you have to watch these people that literally will switch your words around. You have asked them not to do something to you. Then the next minute they try to tell you doing something to them. And you're like, wait a minute, that's what I just told you. Oh my gosh, the devil comes in many forms. People are like, what? You just pray for them. And I know I really can't say when people think I'm doing something, I'm trying to do something to them, and I know I'm not. I'm like, oh, let me back up. But then at the same time, so I've been on both ends, where you have people accusing you of doing something you haven't. But then you have people that are constantly doing something to you, and they act like they're not doing nothing, but you're not dumb, and and you don't like to, you ask them, and, and well, really, the asking. I learned too, sometimes you don't even need to, you already know. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it goes back to the love and keeping your heart pure and keeping your mind relaxed and at peace. That you just have to, on some things, decide, I'm just going to keep loving. I'm not going to let this stuff get to me. I already know they talk about me. I already know they dog me out. I already know they mistreat me. I'm not going to be the floor mat and just put myself in harm's way and continue to put myself out there for them just to, But at the same time, I'm not going to keep upsetting myself. Asking, well, did you say this? What did you... Because sometimes they're never going to say that they said it or did it, And then even if they say it, what are you going to tell them when they don't do it again? Evidently they wanted to do it for why they did it. So again, it's just about loving. Just love and just keep loving and don't let it get you. Remember, God is in control over everything. But right, you do stay praying for him. But just like the family members don't let the person who steals in their house home because they know I'm setting myself up if I do that. So you're praying for them, but you keep them outside your door. You're praying for them. You're praying for the cars, but you're not going to put yourself right there in the middle of the street for the cars to run over you. Hello. You know what I'm saying? So you do pray, but then you don't continue to put yourself in harm's way for these people to continue to strive to, do stuff to you and say all kind of verbally abuse you and different things like that. Just constantly verbally attacking you. Constantly emotionally attacking. Emotional attack is when, they know that you love them and you want them to show you love, but because they jealous of you, or they just really just trying to be controlling or be mean to you, and they withhold their love from you, withhold showing you love, withhold doing anything nice to you, because they know you want them to show you love. And that's really mean and sad, but you can Google yourself abuse. So abuse comes in many different ways. But the thing is, you don't have to deal with abuse from people. You can say no, or you can separate yourself from, or you can just limit your time with them. But the key thing is love, because, you have a relationship with God. You're a Christian. If you don't have a relationship with God, I'll tell you right now, ask God to come to you. God, I love you, and I want to have a relationship because it's the best thing in the world. That's how you do what you can do with challenging people. You can do with everything when you got God in your life. Doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. Don't mean every once in a while you won't go back off on them. But, you're like, God, forgive me. Okay, God, give me back that pure heart. Give me a clean heart, God. Oh, I just had a birthday. And on one of my birthday things, someone just, usually you just tell me happy birthday. Someone said something that was, I'm like, excuse me, you hater. Why would you even, just tell me happy birthday. Getting to like sharing your business and all that. No, just tell me happy birthday. And so you have to watch people, they will disguise themselves as loving you and really caring for you and being there for you, and then at the same time constantly trying to, out you or tell you business, do all kinds of different things, and a lot of times it's not even true what they're saying. So anyway, the key thing is we got to keep loving people. So again, in dealing with challenging people, God does not want you to be a floor mat, but at the same time, you keep loving people, don't have anything in your heart against them. but you don't continue to just let them walk all over you. So scriptures, Proverbs 4:23, guard your heart, meaning you got to watch people, you got to watch who you allow in your inner circle. Philippians 4:7, peace is keeping, you get peace by keeping your heart and mind, guarding. All right. So I'm your girl, Evangelist Michelle Hope Walker. So again, stay prayed up, stay loving, but let people know what you are not going to tolerate. God bless.